Hello girls, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily. If you're new, if not, welcome to another video. So in today's video we're going to talk about diffusing. So I am just out of the swimming pool and I thought I would do some diffusing tips and tricks with you, but with the help of India. She is a curly YouTuber here on YouTube and I have followed her for absolute years. She is my ultimate favourite curly YouTuber. She has like the same sort of hair type like as me, which is why I love her so much. So I actually messaged her on Instagram the other day to ask if I could use like part of her video within my video, and she replied and she said yes, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I was so excited. I can't believe she actually replied to me. So India, if you're watching this, thank you so much for replying, because I was like literal fangirl, like being like, oh my god, she's just replied to me, like I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have her on one of the side, I don't know which side, but I'm going to have her on the side basically showing us like what to do, and I'm going to follow. So first of all, before I do anything, I am going to spray my hair with heat protectant. So I'm using the Pantene thermal heat protector. I've used this a couple of times already. I actually really like it. I think it's really good. So I've only actually recently started doing this, which is so bad, but I would highly recommend. Before I really wouldn't have used heat protectant because I was constantly doing cooler air, so I didn't really need it. But now, because I'm going swimming like twice a week, I'm diffusing my hair at night time, and it's like 10 o'clock 11 o'clock at night and I need my sleep, so I do warm air. So we're going to be diffusing my hair in like a medium sort of like heat, and this is why I have this, but I would highly recommend this anyway. So I'm just going to spray my hair everywhere with this, scrunch it in, and then that's going to be ready. So that's all like scrunched in, hopefully everywhere, and we're going to start with some hover diffusing. So basically you're hovering it like over your hair. India says not to focus on the ends because the ends dry the quickest, which I 100% agree with her. So we're going to focus with hover diffusing but like near the roots for about like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so India's going to explain anyway.
I recommend starting with a hover diffusion. So the diffuser is not touching your hair to begin. Simply hover diffuse your roots. I recommend roughly about 5 minutes depending on the thickness of your hair.
Hover diffusing actually really helps with frizz, guys, so I definitely recommend.
And then begin to kind of zhuzh them up a little, just a little zoom zoom, a little va va va.
So as India said, we're just going to be pushing the root up to try and create some sort of like volume. I honestly was a bit like, is this going to work? Because I always diffuse my hair upside down and I get a lot of volume with this. So I was a bit like, but I could see as I was diffusing, like it was really like working, especially around the back of my head. I also noticed that my hair is actually curling from the root, and that actually doesn't happen with me whenever I diffuse upside down. So I was super pleased whenever I could see like the curls like really forming, and I was like, oh my goodness. Also, the time of this, girls, my diffusing time was cut by so much just by this tip alone. So I would highly recommend, because time is everything when diffusing.
Now we're going to jump into diffusing from the bottom up. So this is actually called the pixie method. What you want to do is have your blow dryer turned off to begin with. Bring your hair into small sections. Of course, the more hair you have, the more sections you're going to need. The blow dryer is turned off. Once again, you plop that hair up into the diffuser, lift it up, and then turn it on. This method I found creates significantly less frizz.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was a wee bit like, this is the weirdest way of diffusing ever. Like, you're turning it on, you're turning it off, you're turning it on. So I was a bit like, this is strange. But however, I do understand where India's coming from, because when you have the hairdryer on like constantly, you are like just blowing your hair in like every single direction possible. So this does actually like sort of tame the frizz. So I would actually recommend this tip, okay?
I like to think that I created this, but I'm sure I didn't. I have been doing this for years and years and years here on YouTube, is simply flipping your hair from side to side.
So I'm going to actually vouch for India here. I think that she really did create this, because I have been following her for years and years on YouTube here, and she really was the only curly girl who sort of did this side to side method, and I have done it for years. I really do recommend this, because it really does allow like your hair to like get like fresh air into, just like helps with just the overall drying process. Plus it's like great for like volume as well, because you're flipping it like over the top of itself. So yes, I would highly recommend this tip. So I'm back and I'm actually like so impressed with my hair right now. Like, I just had to like show you like the curls, like oh my goodness. Like honestly, like those diffusing tips were on point. Like I actually can't get over like how well like my curls have turned out with just like a few like different like techniques of diffusing. Like usually what I do is I just diffuse completely upside down just because my hair is so long and I just like can't be bothered. But those like tips there that India said were not difficult to do, and they actually released the pain from my neck, because when you're upside down all the time, like, oh my goodness, your neck gets so sore. So like this is unbelievable. Like, I'm honestly so shocked. Like, I'm actually really pleased with my hair. Thank you so much, India, for those tips and tricks on diffusing. I will definitely be using them in the future because I think that it's probably the better way to diffuse my hair. And my hair is so much longer than India's as well, as you can see, but her hair used to be like my length, hence why I like absolutely love this girl. But even though her hair has got shorter, I still feel like her tips and tricks work, and you can just see that they have worked. I also want to say that the diffusing time was actually cut with doing these different like techniques rather than just like me flipping my head upside down. So yes, like, oh my goodness, like just look at those curls, like so good. So guys, I hope that this was helpful and give you an idea of like how you can diffuse your hair in a different way. Also, thank you to India for allowing me to use some of her video in my video today, and please go and subscribe to her channel because she's absolutely amazing. She's been on YouTube for so long, and I would highly recommend her. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and remember to subscribe and join the fam bam, and I shall see you next time. See you later. Bye.